Hello students! So in the last video I talked to you about what a flipped classroom is, and now in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to flip. So when you first come into Haiku, on the home screen you're going to see our class calendar. So in this class calendar you're going to have a description of what we're doing in class today, and then you're going to have some practice suggestions. So this day's suggestion would be that we're practicing with a handout. And then you're going to be told about your home learning. So this is where you're going to do the preview of the content that's coming up. So this one is a bit long because it's the very first day. So let's skip over to quadratics day 2. So here again, what we're going to do today, here's the suggested practice for in class. So this is what you're going to be doing either individually or with your group, and that's up to you. Some people like to work by themselves, some people like to work with their group. And then here's the home learning for what we need to preview. So this says lesson 3 notes, examples 1 to 5. So I'm going to give you this graphic organizer, but if you ever lose it, you can find it in our unit documents. So we're going to start with unit 1. So we want the graphic organizer for the lesson 3 notes. So that would be in blank notes. So we come into the blank notes folder and we see lesson 3. So that said lesson 3 examples 1 through 5. So you have a bunch of things you could do with this. You could look at this and say, you know, I think I know how to solve this. I'm going to try it on my own. Or you could look at this and you could say, all right, I know how to do example 1, but maybe I need help with example 2. So then you would come into Haiku and you would say, okay, this is lesson 3. And I haven't made the videos yet for lesson 3. I picked a bad example. Okay, so let's look at lesson 1. So you say, okay, I remember how to do this, I remember how to do this, but I don't remember what to do in example 3 here with the absolute values. So I come in and I say, okay, here's my 1.1 videos, and I can come into the playlist and say, okay, it was example 3 I was confused about. So I could click here, shut this down there. So now I could watch my video here. I could make it come out and pop up. I could open it up in YouTube. And you've got me teaching you how to solve this problem. If you felt like you knew how to do it all already, well, then you would complete it yourself, but then come back and go to the completed notes to check your answers. So if I come into the completed notes, then I can see I've got all my answers to check. So I could come and open this up and see the, scrolling down, see the completed answers. So I would know whether I had solved things correctly or not. So you'll have done your preview. It's not expected that you'll understand everything. So after you've done your preview the content, then you're going to come into class. I'm going to give you a warm-up problem so that I can judge whether I think you understand or not. And then I'm going to ask you, what are your questions? Because I expect you to have questions, and that's okay. I'm going to be your teacher here to help you when you have those questions. So we're going to clear up questions, and then you're going to have time to practice all this content. So we're going to do the hard stuff in class. We're going to apply the content in class. I'm going to give you suggested problems, but if you want extras, I will always have them for you. You're going to keep asking questions. And then mid-class, I'm going to summarize the key points. Based on different needs, I'm going to then do breakout sessions, and if you're not in a breakout session, you're going to keep practicing. And then we're going to end class with a challenging problem where we'll all work together to solve it. So again, you've got your resources on Haiku to help you, But you don't have to understand everything before you come to class. When you come to class, we'll have time to practice all that content and really develop our understanding using the practice problems that are suggested or using problems from the book, working together to build our understanding.